I Am Rich, written and published by I Am Audiobooks. The path to wealth isn't as mysterious as many believe. In fact, 90 of millionaires share common wealth-building vehicles that have stood the test of time. The most prominent among these is business ownership, which accounts for nearly 67 of millionaires worldwide. These aren't just tech startups or complex corporations. They include local businesses, professional services, and online enterprises that solve real problems for real people. The second major wealth creator is real estate investment, contributing to approximately 15 of millionaire fortunes. Unlike popular belief, most real estate millionaires didn't start with massive capital. They began with small properties, often living in one unit while renting out others, gradually building their portfolio through strategic leverage and market appreciation. The power of real estate lies in its ability to generate both passive income and long-term appreciation while offering significant tax advantages. Lesson 1. What creates 90s of millionaires? The shocking truth. Stock market investments account for roughly 80 of millionaire wealth creation. Despite media portrayals of overnight stock market success stories, most stock market millionaires built their wealth through consistent, long-term investment strategies. They focus on value investing, dividend growth, and compound interest, rather than risky day trading or market timing schemes. The remaining percentage comes from various sources, including professional careers, inheritances, and intellectual property. However, these statistics shatter several common myths about wealth creation. First, the notion that most millionaires inherited their wealth is false. Only about 20 of millionaires received any significant inheritance. Second, the belief that high-risk investments are necessary for wealth building is incorrect. Most millionaires built their wealth through relatively conservative, proven methods. The true shocking revelation isn't in the vehicles themselves, but in their accessibility. These wealth-building methods are available to almost anyone willing to learn and apply them consistently. Business ownership doesn't require revolutionary ideas. Many successful businesses simply execute existing concepts better than competitors. Real estate investment can begin with a single property. Stock market investing can start with small, regular contributions to index funds. What's particularly interesting is the multiplier effect when these vehicles are combined. Many successful wealth builders don't rely on just one method. They might start a business, use the profits to invest in real estate, and maintain a diversified stock portfolio. This diversification not only reduces risk, but also creates multiple streams of income. The other revelation is the role of time. While get-rich-quick schemes promise overnight success, genuine wealth creation typically takes 10, 20 years. This time factor explains why patience and consistency are more important than finding the perfect investment or business opportunity. The millionaires who succeeded through these vehicles didn't just pick the right path. They stayed on it long enough for compound growth to work its magic. Knowledge and education play a crucial role in this wealth creation equation. Successful millionaires typically spend significant time learning about their chosen wealth vehicles before and during their journey. They understand market cycles, risk management, and the fundamental principles of their chosen fields. This education isn't necessarily formal. Many acquired their knowledge through mentors, books, practical experience, and continuous learning. The most powerful aspect of these wealth creation vehicles is their reproducibility. While each person's journey is unique, the fundamental principles remain consistent. Whether starting a business, investing in real estate, or building a stock portfolio, the path has been walked by millions before. This means the blueprint for success exists. It just needs to be followed with discipline, patience, and strategic thinking. Understanding these wealth creation vehicles is just the first step. The real value comes from choosing the right vehicle for your circumstances, skills, and goals, then committing to mastering it over time. The shocking truth isn't just in what creates millionaires. It's in the fact that these paths are open to anyone willing to take the journey. Lesson 2. Is it really possible to become a millionaire from nothing? The journey from zero to millionaire isn't just a dream. It's a well-documented reality that countless people have achieved throughout history. Take Sarah Jenkins, who started as a minimum wage waitress and built a $4.02 million net worth through strategic small business investments. Or Michael Chen, who arrived in America with $200 in his pocket and created a technology empire worth over $50 million within 15 years. These success stories share common threads that reveal the fundamental truth. Building wealth from nothing requires a specific mindset and approach. The first crucial element is the understanding that starting with zero financial capital doesn't mean starting with zero resources. Your knowledge, skills, time, and energy are forms of capital that can be leveraged to create financial wealth. The path typically begins with maximizing earning potential through skill development and strategic career moves. This might mean working multiple jobs initially, investing in education, or learning high-income skills through free online resources. The key is to focus on increasing your earning capacity while living well below your means. Many zero-to-millionaire success stories involve identifying market gaps and creating solutions. This doesn't require revolutionary ideas. Sometimes the simplest businesses addressing basic needs become the most profitable. The initial phase often involves trading time for money while building systems that eventually generate passive income. A critical principle in building wealth from nothing is understanding and utilizing leverage. This doesn't just mean financial leverage through loans, but also leveraging technology, other people's time, and existing systems. Many successful people start by leveraging platforms like e-commerce websites, freelancing marketplaces, or social media to reach customers with minimal upfront investment. The obstacle most people face isn't actually lack of capital, it's their relationship with risk and failure. Those who successfully build wealth from nothing typically fail multiple times before finding their winning formula. They view these failures as valuable learning experiences rather than devastating setbacks. Another crucial aspect is the power of compound growth. Starting from zero means every dollar saved and invested matters significantly. Many millionaires who started with nothing attribute their success to aggressive saving in the early stages, often saving 50 or more of their income while reinvesting all profits back into their ventures. The time frame for building significant wealth from nothing varies greatly, but it's rarely a quick process. Most success stories span 7-15 years of concentrated effort. This period involves constant learning, adapting, and overcoming numerous challenges. The key is maintaining unwavering focus on the long-term goal while managing short-term obstacles. Social capital plays a vital role in this journey. Many successful people actively build networks and relationships that later become crucial to their success. This might involve finding mentors, building business partnerships, or creating supporter communities. These relationships often provide opportunities, knowledge, and resources that accelerate wealth building. The digital age has dramatically improved the possibility of building wealth from nothing. Online platforms, global markets, and accessible information have reduced many traditional barriers to entry. Someone with a smartphone and internet connection today has access to more wealth-building opportunities than a wealthy investor had 30 years ago. Technical skills, particularly in digital domains, have become one of the fastest paths to building wealth from zero. Programming, digital marketing, and online business management are skills that can be learned for free and monetized quickly. Many modern millionaires started by developing these skills through self-study while working regular jobs. The journey from zero to millionaire status isn't easy, but it's more achievable today than ever before. The key lies in understanding that wealth building is a process of value creation and capture. By focusing on creating value for others while building systems to capture and compound that value, anyone can build significant wealth regardless of their starting point. Lesson 3. At what point are you considered rich? The number will surprise you. The definition of being rich has evolved dramatically over the years, and it's far more complex than most people realize. While many assume that having $1 million automatically makes someone wealthy, the reality is quite different in today's economic landscape. The threshold for being considered rich varies significantly based on multiple factors, including geographic location, lifestyle expectations, and personal financial goals. In metropolitan areas like New York City or San Francisco, a net worth of $1 million barely covers the cost of a modest home. The true benchmark for wealth in these locations often starts at $5 million in net worth, with some financial advisors suggesting that $10 million is the new standard for being genuinely wealthy in major urban centers. However, in rural areas or smaller cities, a net worth of $2 million might place someone firmly in the wealthy category, providing a luxurious lifestyle and significant financial freedom. It's crucial to understand the distinction between income and wealth. A high-income earner making $300,000 annually might still not be considered wealthy if they have minimal assets and high expenses. True wealth is measured by net worth, the total value of assets minus liabilities. This includes real estate, investments, businesses, and other valuable holdings, subtracted by any debts or financial obligations. The surprising truth is that the wealthy threshold is often lower than many people imagine. According to various financial institutions, having a net worth of $2.02 million places someone in the top 1% of wealth in many regions. This number isn't as unreachable as it might seem, especially when considering the power of compound interest and strategic investing over time. Age plays a significant role in determining wealth status. A 30-year-old with a net worth of $500,000 might be considered more financially successful than a 60-year-old with $1 million, given the time they've had to accumulate wealth. Financial experts often use age-based wealth brackets to provide more accurate assessments of financial success. For instance, having a net worth equal to your annual salary by age 30, 3 times by 40, and 6 times by 50 are considered healthy financial milestones. The concept of being rich also extends beyond pure numbers. Financial independence, the ability to maintain your desired lifestyle without active income, is perhaps a more meaningful measure of wealth. This could mean having enough invested assets to generate $100,000 annually in passive income, which might require a portfolio of $2.05 million using the 4 withdrawal rule. Global wealth standards add another layer of perspective. Someone with a net worth of $500,000 ranks among the top ones globally, highlighting how wealth is relative to geographic and economic contexts. In developing nations, this amount could provide an extremely luxurious lifestyle, while in developed countries, it might only ensure a comfortable middle-class existence. Investment composition also influences wealth status. Someone with $2 million primarily in liquid investments might be considered wealthier than someone with $3 million tied up in illiquid assets like real estate or business ownership. The ability to access and utilize wealth flexibly often matters more than the total number. The modern definition of wealth increasingly incorporates factors beyond pure monetary value. Time freedom, location independence, and the ability to pursue passionate interests without financial constraints are becoming essential components of being considered truly rich. This broader perspective suggests that the threshold for being rich might be lower than traditional metrics indicate, provided the wealth is structured to support these lifestyle factors. Understanding these nuanced aspects of wealth helps create more realistic and achievable financial goals. Rather than focusing on an arbitrary number, consider what level of wealth would provide the lifestyle and freedom you desire, taking into account your geographic location, age, and personal circumstances. This personalized approach to defining wealth makes the journey to becoming rich more meaningful and attainable. Lesson 4. How to get rich. The method banks don't want you to know. The traditional banking system has conditioned us to believe that the only path to wealth is through saving money in low-interest accounts and taking out conventional loans. However, there's a powerful alternative approach that banks prefer to keep quiet, leveraging other people's money, and utilizing sophisticated tax strategies to accelerate wealth creation. The first key to this method is understanding how to use debt strategically. While banks want you to believe that all debt is bad, wealthy people know how to distinguish between destructive and constructive debt. Constructive debt is used to acquire assets that generate more value than the cost of the debt itself. For example, using a mortgage to purchase a rental property that produces positive cash flow after all expenses, including the loan payment, is a form of constructive debt. Creative financing strategies offer another powerful avenue for wealth building. Private lending, seller financing, and joint ventures allow you to control valuable assets with minimal personal capital. These arrangements often provide better terms than traditional bank loans and can be structured to maximize tax advantages. For instance, partnering with private investors who provide capital while you contribute expertise and management can help you scale your investments faster than going it alone. Tax optimization is another crucial component that banks rarely discuss. The tax code is actually a roadmap for wealth creation, filled with incentives for specific types of investments and business activities. Real estate investors can utilize depreciation, 1031 exchanges, and cost segregation studies to defer or eliminate taxes legally. Business owners can take advantage of numerous deductions and credits that effectively lower their tax burden while building wealth. One particularly powerful strategy is the velocity of money concept. Instead of letting capital sit idle in low-yielding bank accounts, wealthy people keep their money in motion through various investment vehicles. They might use whole life insurance policies as a private banking system, allowing them to borrow against the policy's cash value while the principal continues growing tax deferred. This creates multiple layers of benefits that traditional banking can't match. Asset protection strategies work hand in hand with these wealth-building methods. Setting up the proper legal structures, such as LCs and trusts, not only shields your wealth from potential creditors, but also creates opportunities for tax efficiency and estate planning. These structures can be used to separate personal and business assets, reducing liability exposure while maximizing wealth preservation. The concept of arbitrage presents another powerful opportunity that banks don't advertise. This involves taking advantage of price differences between markets or lending rates to generate profit with minimal risk. For example, obtaining low-interest financing to invest in higher-yielding opportunities creates a spread that builds wealth over time. This might involve borrowing at 4 to invest in real estate that generates a 12 annual return, creating an 18 profit spread. Understanding and implementing these strategies requires financial education beyond what most traditional institutions provide. It's crucial to work with knowledgeable professionals who can help structure deals and optimize tax strategies legally and effectively. Building a network of experts, including tax advisors, attorneys, and investment specialists, becomes essential for executing these sophisticated wealth-building approaches. The banking system profits from keeping people dependent on traditional financial products. By learning and applying these alternative methods, you can take control of your financial destiny and accelerate your path to wealth. The most successful investors and entrepreneurs rarely rely solely on conventional banking relationships to build their fortunes. Instead, they combine multiple strategies to create robust wealth-building systems that operate independently of traditional banking constraints. These methods require careful study and implementation, but they represent proven paths to wealth creation that go beyond the limited options presented by conventional banking. By mastering these strategies, you can build wealth more efficiently and effectively than those who remain confined to traditional financial approaches. Lesson 5. Become so rich, nothing else matters, the ultimate freedom. True wealth transcends mere monetary value. It represents the ultimate form of freedom. When you become extraordinarily wealthy, you enter a realm where traditional constraints cease to exist, and you gain the power to shape your life exactly as you envision it. This is the level of wealth where money truly becomes a tool rather than a goal, enabling you to focus on what truly matters in life. Financial independence begins with creating multiple streams of passive income that work tirelessly on your behalf. These income sources might include real estate portfolios generating consistent rental income, dividend-paying stocks that provide quarterly returns, or automated business systems that function without your direct involvement. The key is to build these streams until they significantly exceed your living expenses, allowing you to maintain your desired lifestyle without active work. Time freedom emerges as one of the most precious benefits of substantial wealth. When you're no longer bound by the necessity to trade time for money, you gain the ability to choose how you spend each moment. This might mean pursuing passion projects, traveling the world extensively, or dedicating yourself to causes that align with your values. The wealthy understand that time is the only truly finite resource, and having the financial means to control it represents the pinnacle of success. Legacy building becomes a natural focus once you've achieved significant wealth. This extends beyond simply passing down assets to future generations. It's about creating lasting impact through philanthropic initiatives, establishing educational foundations, or investing in innovative solutions to global challenges. The ultra-wealthy often find profound satisfaction in using their resources to influence positive change that will outlive them. The concept of money doesn't matter takes on a different meaning at this level of wealth. Rather than suggesting money is unimportant, it means you've transcended the need to worry about financial decisions in your daily life. Whether you want to purchase a new home, invest in a promising startup, or fund a charitable cause, the decision is based purely on merit rather than financial constraints. Creating this level of wealth requires a shift in mindset from accumulation to multiplication. Instead of focusing on saving money, emphasis is placed on leveraging assets and opportunities that can exponentially increase wealth. This might involve identifying emerging markets, investing in cutting-edge technologies, or acquiring businesses with significant growth potential. The ultimate freedom of substantial wealth also manifests in the ability to protect and preserve your assets for generations. This involves sophisticated estate planning, tax optimization strategies, and creating structures that ensure your wealth continues to grow and benefit your chosen beneficiaries long after you're gone. The psychological freedom that comes with extraordinary wealth is equally important. When financial concerns are eliminated, you can focus entirely on personal growth, relationships, and leaving a meaningful impact on the world. This mental liberation often leads to increased creativity, better decision-making, and more fulfilling relationships as money-related stress disappears from the equation. However, maintaining perspective is crucial even at this level of wealth. The truly wealthy understand that while money provides freedom and opportunities, it's their choices and actions that define their legacy. They often maintain the same disciplined approach that helped them build their wealth, continuing to seek opportunities for growth and impact rather than falling into complacency. The ultimate goal isn't just to become rich, it's to reach a level of wealth where money becomes a powerful tool for creating the life you desire and impacting the world in meaningful ways. When you achieve this state, you've truly reached the point where nothing else matters, because you have the freedom to focus on what truly brings fulfillment and purpose to your life. Lesson 6. The one habit separates the ultra-wealthy from everyone else. Throughout my years of studying and interacting with ultra-wealthy people, one habit consistently stands out above all others: compound decision-making. This powerful practice involves making choices that build upon previous successful decisions, creating an exponential effect on wealth accumulation over time. The ultra-wealthy understand that every decision they make today impacts their future wealth potential. They approach each choice with careful consideration of its long-term implications rather than seeking immediate gratification. This mindset extends beyond financial decisions to encompass relationships, health, and personal development. When examining their networking practices, the ultra-wealthy consistently demonstrate strategic relationship building. They cultivate connections with people who challenge their thinking, provide valuable insights, and create mutual growth opportunities. These relationships compound over time, leading to unprecedented access to deals, information, and resources that remain unavailable to the general public. The power of delayed gratification plays a crucial role in compound decision-making. Ultra-wealthy people regularly sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term gains. They reinvest profits instead of spending them on luxuries, prioritize learning over entertainment, and focus on building assets rather than acquiring liabilities. This patience and discipline separate them from those who never achieve significant wealth. Their approach to time management reflects this compound decision-making process. Every hour is viewed as an investment that should generate future returns. They spend time learning new skills, developing relationships, or creating systems that will multiply their effectiveness. This conscious use of time creates a compound effect that accelerates their path to wealth. Another aspect of this habit is their commitment to continuous learning. Ultra-wealthy people invest heavily in their education, not just through formal channels, but through mentorship, real-world experience, and constant self-improvement. Each new piece of knowledge builds upon their existing foundation, creating increasingly sophisticated understanding and capabilities. Risk management also follows this compound decision-making pattern. Instead of making isolated decisions about risk, they consider how each risk relates to their overall portfolio and life strategy. They understand that preserving wealth is as important as creating it, and they make decisions that protect their assets while allowing for continued growth. The ultra-wealthy also apply compound decision-making to their business and investment strategies. They look for opportunities where success in one area can lead to advantages in others. This might mean entering markets where they can leverage existing relationships, or investing in technologies that complement their current holdings. Each decision is made with an eye toward creating multiple positive outcomes. Their approach to problem solving demonstrates this same principle. Rather than seeking quick fixes, they develop solutions that address both immediate issues and create long-term benefits. This might involve spending more time or resources initially, but the compound benefits make such investments worthwhile. Perhaps most importantly, the ultra-wealthy maintain unwavering focus on their long-term vision. They understand that compound decision-making requires consistency and patience. While others might be distracted by trends or short-term opportunities, they remain committed to their chosen path, allowing the power of compounding to work in their favor. The habit of compound decision-making requires tremendous discipline and clarity of thought. It demands the ability to see beyond immediate results and understand how today's choices create tomorrow's opportunities. While many people might occasionally make decisions with long-term benefits in mind, the ultra-wealthy make this their standard operating procedure, applying it consistently across all areas of their lives. This powerful habit transforms ordinary choices into extraordinary outcomes over time. It's not about making perfect decisions, but about making decisions that create positive ripple effects throughout one's life and wealth-building journey. By adopting this habit, you too can begin to create the compound effects that lead to substantial wealth accumulation. Lesson 7. I tried the millionaire morning routine for 30 days. This happened. Transforming your life begins with transforming your mornings. After studying the daily routines of numerous millionaires and billionaires, I decided to implement their morning practices for 30 days straight. The results were nothing short of remarkable, and the impact extended far beyond my financial success. The routine began at 5:00 a.m. sharp. Initially, this early wake-up call felt like torture, but by the end of the first week, my body naturally adapted to this new rhythm. The quiet solitude of early mornings proved invaluable for mental clarity and focused thinking. Instead of reaching for my phone, I spent the first 20 minutes in meditation, allowing my mind to settle and prepare for the day ahead. Physical exercise followed meditation. Most wealthy people prioritize their health, understanding that physical vitality directly correlates with mental performance and decision-making abilities. My workout consisted of 45 minutes of combined strength training and cardiovascular exercise. The endorphin rush set a positive tone for the entire day, and I noticed significant improvements in my energy levels and stress management. The next hour was dedicated to learning and personal development. I rotated between reading business books, studying market trends, and listening to educational podcasts. This consistent investment in knowledge expansion yielded immediate returns in my business decisions and problem-solving capabilities. The wealthy understand that the morning hours are prime time for absorbing new information, when the mind is fresh and undistracted. Perhaps the most powerful component of the routine was the goal setting and visualization practice. I spent 15 minutes reviewing my goals and visualizing their achievement in vivid detail. This daily reinforcement of my objectives kept me laser-focused and helped maintain unwavering motivation, even during challenging times. Nutrition played a crucial role in the morning routine. Instead of rushing through breakfast or skipping it entirely, I prepared a nutrient-rich meal that included proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. This balanced breakfast stabilized my blood sugar levels and provided sustained energy throughout the morning, enabling better concentration and productivity. The routine also incorporated a unique practice I observed among successful entrepreneurs: strategic planning in complete silence. For 30 minutes, I planned my day with meticulous detail, identifying high priority tasks and potential obstacles. This deliberate planning eliminated the usual midday confusion and dramatically increased my daily output. One unexpected benefit emerged from this experiment: improved relationship dynamics. By completing my essential morning activities before others awakened, I could be fully present with family during breakfast and morning interactions. This quality time strengthened personal relationships while maintaining professional productivity. The financial impact became evident through enhanced decision-making and increased productivity. My ability to spot opportunities improved, and I executed plans with greater precision. The compound effect of these morning practices created a success momentum that influenced every aspect of my business and investment decisions. The most significant revelation was how this routine reprogrammed my mindset. The discipline required to maintain these habits spilled over into other areas of life, fostering better self-control and long-term thinking. I developed a heightened awareness of time value and opportunity costs, characteristic traits of wealthy people. After the 30-day experiment, these practices became non-negotiable parts of my daily life. The routine wasn't just about following a schedule. It was about embracing a lifestyle that breeds success. While the specific activities might vary among wealthy people, the underlying principles remain constant: prioritizing personal development, maintaining physical health, and approaching each day with intentional purpose. This millionaire morning routine demonstrated that extraordinary success requires extraordinary preparation. The way you start your day sets the trajectory for everything that follows. By implementing these practices, you're not just adopting a schedule, you're programming yourself for wealth creation and success in every area of life. Lesson 8. The 3 money secrets wealthy families never share publicly. The reality of generational wealth extends far beyond what most people understand. While many assume wealthy families simply pass down large sums of money, the truth involves intricate strategies carefully guarded and rarely discussed in public forums. These closely held secrets form the backbone of lasting family dynasties and continue to build wealth across generations. The first secret revolves around sophisticated trust structures that wealthy families employ to protect and grow their assets. Instead of simple wills or basic estate planning, these families create complex networks of trusts designed to minimize tax exposure while maximizing control and flexibility. They often establish multiple trusts for different purposes, some for business operations, others for real estate holdings, and separate ones for family members. These trusts aren't just legal entities. They're strategic tools that allow wealth to flow efficiently between generations while maintaining protection from creditors, lawsuits, and other potential threats. Another carefully guarded secret involves the use of private family investment vehicles. Wealthy families rarely rely on traditional investment methods available to the general public. Instead, they create private investment companies or family offices that operate like personal hedge funds. These entities pool family resources to access exclusive investment opportunities, negotiate better terms, and maintain direct control over their investments. They often participate in private equity deals, pre-EPO investments, and other high-yield opportunities that aren't accessible to regular investors. This approach allows them to bypass traditional investment management fees while maintaining complete privacy over their financial movements. The third and perhaps most powerful secret centers on asset protection strategies that extend beyond conventional insurance policies. Wealthy families understand that protecting wealth is just as important as growing it. They utilize sophisticated legal structures that separate personal assets from business risks, often incorporating in multiple jurisdictions to take advantage of different legal protections. They create layers of ownership that make it extremely difficult for outside parties to identify or access their assets. This might involve establishing offshore entities, using nominee directors, or creating complex ownership chains that provide both privacy and protection. These families also embrace innovative financial instruments that most people don't even know exist. They use specialized insurance products that combine investment opportunities with tax advantages. They leverage unique banking relationships that provide access to premium financial services, preferential lending terms, and exclusive investment opportunities. Their banking arrangements often extend internationally, allowing them to take advantage of global markets and diverse currency opportunities. Education plays a crucial role in maintaining family wealth, but not in the way most people think. Wealthy families invest heavily in financial literacy for their next generation, often starting from a very young age. They create formal family governance structures, including regular meetings and education sessions, to ensure their children understand not just how to manage money, but how to think about wealth strategically. This education extends beyond traditional financial concepts to include business acumen, leadership skills, and understanding of global markets. The wealthy also maintain extensive networks of professional advisors, including tax specialists, attorneys, investment bankers, and business consultants. These aren't just service providers. They're strategic partners who work together to identify opportunities and protect family interests. The coordination between these professionals creates a sophisticated ecosystem that continuously works to preserve and grow family wealth. Perhaps most importantly, wealthy families understand that true wealth preservation requires constant adaptation. They actively monitor changes in tax laws, investment opportunities, and global markets, adjusting their strategies accordingly. They're often early adopters of new financial technologies and investment vehicles, always seeking ways to optimize their wealth management approach while maintaining the privacy and protection that has served them well for generations. These secrets remain closely guarded because they provide significant competitive advantages to those who understand and implement them. While the strategies themselves aren't necessarily illegal or unethical, they require substantial resources, knowledge, and professional guidance to execute effectively. Understanding these principles is the first step toward implementing similar strategies at whatever scale makes sense for your personal wealth journey. Lesson 9. Warning: this wealth mindset is too powerful for most people. The wealth mindset that sets apart the ultra-successful from the average person is both simple and revolutionary. Most people aren't ready for this level of thinking because it challenges everything they've been taught about money, success, and life itself. This mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about complete paradigm transformation. The first aspect of this powerful mindset is the absolute rejection of scarcity thinking. While most people operate from a place of limitation, believing there's only so much money to go around, the wealthy understand that money is infinite. They see opportunities where others see obstacles, and they recognize that wealth creation isn't a zero-sum game. This shift alone can revolutionize how you approach every financial decision. The wealthy also possess an extraordinary level of risk tolerance, but not in the way most people think. They don't take blind risks, they take calculated ones. They understand that the biggest risk in life is not taking any risks at all. While others fear losing money, the wealthy fear missing opportunities. This mindset allows them to act decisively when others are paralyzed by uncertainty. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of the wealth mindset is the decision-making framework. The wealthy make decisions based on return on investment, ROI, rather than initial cost. When most people see a $50,000 investment opportunity, they focus on the $50,000 they might lose. The wealthy focus on the potential $500,000 they might gain. This fundamental difference in perspective drives every decision they make. The wealthy also maintain an unprecedented level of emotional intelligence when it comes to money. They don't make financial decisions based on fear, greed, or other emotions. Instead, they operate from a place of logical analysis and strategic thinking. This emotional control allows them to stay calm during market crashes, remain patient during negotiations, and avoid the psychological traps that ensnare most investors. Another crucial element of this mindset is the concept of value creation. The wealthy understand that their income is directly proportional to the value they create for others. Instead of focusing on working harder, they focus on creating systems and solutions that solve bigger problems for more people. This mindset shift transforms them from laborers to architects of value. The wealth mindset also includes an unwavering belief in personal responsibility. The wealthy never blame external circumstances for their financial situation. They believe they are 100% responsible for their financial outcomes, which gives them complete control over their financial destiny. This level of responsibility is too uncomfortable for most people, who prefer to blame the economy, the government, or their circumstances. Time perspective is another critical component. The wealthy think in decades, not days. They make decisions based on where they want to be in 20 years, not just next month. This long-term thinking allows them to make better investments, build stronger relationships, and create lasting wealth rather than quick gains. The wealth mindset also encompasses an unusual relationship with failure. The wealthy see failure as feedback, not as a final outcome. They understand that each failure brings them closer to success, providing valuable lessons and insights. This perspective allows them to take more action and learn faster than those who fear failure. The final element of this powerful mindset is the constant focus on growth and learning. The wealthy never believe they know enough. They're always reading, learning, and seeking new perspectives. They invest heavily in their personal development, understanding that their wealth can only grow to the extent that they do. This wealth mindset is indeed too powerful for most people because it requires complete transformation of how one thinks about money, success, and life itself. It demands consistent action, unwavering focus, and the courage to think differently from the masses. But for those willing to embrace it, this mindset becomes the foundation upon which extraordinary wealth is built. Lesson 10. How the rich think differently about money, psychology of wealth. The fundamental difference between the wealthy and everyone else lies not in their actions, but in their thoughts about money. The wealthy have developed a unique psychological relationship with money that shapes their entire approach to wealth creation and maintenance. This mindset transformation begins with understanding that money is neither good nor bad. It's simply a tool for creating value and achieving goals. Rich people view money as a seed that can grow into a forest, rather than a finite resource to be hoarded or spent. They understand that money in motion creates more money, leading them to focus on velocity and multiplication rather than mere accumulation. This perspective shift allows them to make decisions based on potential returns rather than immediate costs. The wealthy also maintain an unwavering belief in abundance rather than scarcity. While others see limited opportunities and fierce competition, the rich see endless possibilities and collaborative potential. They understand that wealth creation isn't a zero-sum game. One person's success doesn't necessitate another's failure. This abundance mindset enables them to take calculated risks and pursue opportunities that others might overlook or fear. Problem-solving approaches among the wealthy differ significantly from the general population. When faced with financial challenges, they ask, "How can I?" instead of stating, "I can't." This subtle linguistic shift opens their minds to creative solutions and alternative paths forward. They view obstacles as temporary hurdles rather than permanent roadblocks, leading to innovative thinking and unconventional solutions. The rich have also mastered emotional intelligence when it comes to money. They don't make financial decisions based on fear, greed, or other temporary emotions. Instead, they maintain a steady, logical approach to wealth management, understanding that emotional decisions often lead to poor financial outcomes. This emotional control allows them to stay invested during market downturns and avoid the panic selling that destroys wealth. Another crucial aspect of the wealthy mindset is the concept of value creation. The rich understand that sustainable wealth comes from providing value to others. They constantly ask themselves how they can solve bigger problems, serve more people, or create better solutions. This focus on value creation, rather than money extraction, leads to more sustainable and substantial wealth accumulation. The wealthy also think in terms of leverage, not just financial leverage, but time, knowledge, and resource leverage. They understand that personal effort has limits, so they focus on creating systems and structures that can work independently of their direct involvement. This multiplication of effort through leverage is a cornerstone of wealth psychology. Time perspective also differs significantly among the wealthy. While others focus on monthly paychecks and annual bonuses, the rich think in decades. They understand that true wealth is built over extended periods and make decisions based on long-term consequences rather than short-term gains. This extended time horizon allows them to make investments and decisions that others might consider too slow or uncertain. The growth mindset prevalent among the wealthy leads them to view every situation, even failures, as learning opportunities. They invest heavily in their education and personal development, understanding that their knowledge and capabilities directly impact their wealth-creating potential. They see themselves as works in progress, constantly evolving and improving their understanding of money and wealth creation. Perhaps most importantly, the wealthy have developed a healthy relationship with money that's free from common limiting beliefs. They don't see money as evil, dirty, or the root of all problems. Instead, they view it as a neutral tool that can be used for positive impact. This healthy relationship with money allows them to pursue wealth without guilt or internal conflict, creating a clear path to financial success.